Alright, new game. Create your own.
Okay, so you've got 4 main stats.
Yeah.
Intellect, which is intelligence. Psyche is like how in tune you are with your emotions and things like that.
Yeah.
Physique is how strong you are, and motor aurics is a combination of like hand-eye coordination and how aware you are of things.
Okay.
Important things are you have 2 sort of hit points in the game. You have actual physical hit points for taking damage, and you also have like a mental hit points.
Alright,
and they're governed by physique and psyche. I would not recommend playing with a 1 in either of those.
Alright.
Because that means you will have 1 hit point.
Yeah. What were you doing sitting on your feet? Alright. Maybe.
I think a relatively balanced one works well, but it's really up to you. I would just say don't have a 1 in anything.
We can do this. Random. I have great physique. Weak psyche. Weak intellect.
I mean,
and average motorics.
motorics.
Sounds good. I'll just beat shit up.
Okay. Okay, so these are the skills
Alright.
that you have. So your base for each skill is whatever the stat is. So you have a 5 effectively in all of your physique skills.
Oh yeah.
And that also limits how many extra skill points you can put into them. You can see that your physique skills, like endurance, that has 5 blips there, whereas your psyche 1 volition there has only 2. That means you can only put a maximum of 2 extra skill points into volition at the moment. So the highest that any of your skills can be is twice what the ability is.
Alright, so do I add anything here at the moment?
So you're going to set your signature skill, so something that is going to be something your character is very good at, and it will set it so that you can get that higher than you normally would be able to. I wouldn't set it as any of your physique skills, because all of your physique skills are going to be quite good. If you're going for a character who's good at beating stuff up and doing things like that, consider maybe hand-eye coordination or reaction speed.
Oh yeah, let's go, reaction speed. Oh, only 1 extra?
Yep.
But, oh, okay. Alright. How
I can
fast?
confirm that.
Ah, boy. Yeah, I'll put you here. Move this, put this out, have this. easy.
It was an easy check.
Yeah.
And the way that the skill checks work in this game is you've got your base, and then you add 2d6 to it. So it rolls 2 6-sided dice, and it adds it.
Oh, wow, and it just made it.
Well, you have
8.
an inland empire of 2, if you'll recall.
Right.
So that means that you rolled a total of 6 on your 2d thing, which is about average.
Yeah, and then I made it to the 8. Woohoo!
Yeah. So the skills talk to you and give you advice, and it's always tinted through the lens of what that skill is. So your inland empire is actually a skill that's all about your internal awareness of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So your internal awareness of yourself is saying you should ask what's out there first, but you don't have to. You don't have to do what it says. But your little thing inside you that knows about you is saying,
"You're one disco mother."
You're one disco mother. What?
You're one disco mother.
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant
It's a
ball.
pretty good description of the world, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That sounds so...
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation.
Ancient reptilian brain.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
You're hungover, in case you hadn't realised.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
You know that feel when you're really hungover and there's this noise?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, why is something making a noise? Here's your character.
Great. Oh. Let's put a jumper on.
So if you open up your inventory there, so he's auto-equipped the disco-ass blazer, and you'll see that clothes actually give you stat bonuses in this game. So as long as you're wearing that, you get +1 to your Esprit de Corps skill, which is essentially... I won't tell you what that is, because it's a little bit of a spoiler to even know what it is.
Okay. Oh, there's my tie.
There's your pants.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches.
So
one ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
So you could try and grab the tie off the moving thing. It says you've got about an even chance of succeeding on that. You could turn the fan off by pulling on the fan, and that will obviously make it easier for you to grab the tie, or you could turn on the light. Oh,
You
just
swoop
trying to
up
grab
and
it.
touch the tie.
Yay, success.
Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
So you can still turn the fan off or turn the light on if you want to, but you don't have to.
Yeah, leave.
So if you open up your inventory now, you've got your horrific necktie.
Inland Empire?
So remember I mentioned before, Inland Empire is sort of your self-awareness.
Alright.
So that makes you more aware of yourself when you're wearing it. You've got your pants on the ground. Okay, so your pants increase your electrochemistry and decrease your savoir-faire. If you ever want to see the descriptions of the skills, the little icon that's next to your inventory icon down the bottom.
Where?
But
sorry?
Down next to your inventory button.
Alright, yeah.
Yep, so the little squares, yep. So if you want to know what any of them are, you can just click on them and it'll give you a description.
What was the savoir-faire?
Savoir-faire is down the bottom, it's next to reaction speed.
Sneak under their noses, stun with immense.
And if you, up the top, just above the artwork, there's an info. Yeah, so you can click on the info. So.
Cool for acrobats, thieves, unbearable. Show us. To be discos.
So these pants are a bit tight, so they make you not as good at acrobatic-y type stuff.
Yeah.
So they give you a -1 to your savoir-faire, but if you go back to that for a second, go back to your skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And click on electrochemistry, so they give you a +2 electrochemistry. So if you click on the info for that.
Yeah. Hi. Cops, we need lightning.
So the tight pants make you worse at moving about, but they show off your bulge a bit, so you... So they improve your sexiness skill.
Alright.
Now, when you picked up those pants, you noticed that a little orb started floating next to your character's head.
Alright. Oh yeah.
So you can click on that.
Jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
So your perception skill is those little balls are your skills trying to tell you things.
Alright.
It says whirling.
So you found a key in your pocket.
Yay!
There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
It says whirling in rage. Right.
Whirling in rags.
Hey, no, you get back there. Yes. Okay. Oh, I've got a headache.
You can pick up that bottle as well.
How?
Oh, maybe you can't, sorry. No, never mind.
Right.
I thought it highlighted when you went over it. Looks like someone tore out the table or someone was playing. So if you click on that, you can take the empty cassette case.
Why not? Look, I didn't like the song, apparently.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
So visual calculus is your skill for picking up on specifics with regards to things you're looking at.
What do you mean? Assess the damage.
Nah.
How would you do that? What
assess
are
the
you even
damage. And
trying
your skill's
to
like, what do you mean assess the damage? How would you
The
do that?
morning
What are you
light
even trying to
hurts
do?
your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean.
So
and
you'll
some
notice that
war-torn
this
buildings.
is now locked. Because it was a white check,
Oh,
that means you can redo it. Red checks mean you can never
The
redo
window
it. White
stands
checks can be
broken in its
redone.
frame.
so I can't
But-
redo this
Cold
one.
wind blows in.
So it's a white check, so you can redo it, but you can only redo it once you've increased your visual calculus skill.
Oh, yeah.
Important button to know. Tab on your keyboard will actually highlight all of the interactable items on screen.
Yeah. What's that?
Hey, your shirt.
Hey. Did you put it on? Yeah.
Yeah. He automatically equips the first one.
Negative one suggestion, plus one.
Negative one suggestion, plus one conceptualization.
You gonna show me something? No.
If you want, yeah, you can always double check in here.
Suggestion. Oh, here.
So suggestions, yep, there, is essentially your diplomacy skill.
Oh my god, negative
You're
one to
already
that,
not
'cause
very
it's so
good at it,
shit.
and that drops you down to 1.
What?
So you're not very good at.
Yeah.
That shirt is doesn't do you any favors in
And
that
then
particular department.
conceptualizing the same creativity, see the arts in the world. Alright.
High conceptualization is fucking hilarious, by the way.
What is it? Having a high level?
Conceptualization is really. I became an art critic cop.
Oh,
The
right,
mirror
yeah.
hangs above a bent
great.
and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water
Wonder who
sprays
could have
from
done
the
that.
base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Notice that in
Suddenly,
the bottom
you realise
left-hand
you
corner,
have
you
no
can't
memory
actually
of
see
the
your
face
character's
that awaits
portrait.
you
It's
there.
just
Oh,
what
yeah.
you see in the mirror at the moment.
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere
So you
night
have
of
total
drinking.
amnesia. You
That's
can't remember
crazy.
anything.
Of world-ending proportions.
Not even what you look like.
With all the synapses you've extinguished, it's a miracle you can even think this sentence. You've interrupted a true act of self-annulment here. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe you should touch it first.
Well, I could just go the whole game without knowing my face.
You totally could, yes. That is an option.
I'll do this
Yeah. There is definitely something wrong with it.
though.
That's such a good result. You're like, wait. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it.
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. It's not. It's
It's
swollen
not.
and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. Behold.
Oh, so ugly.
He's been wrecked.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Option 3 is really funny. I mean, it's not wrong. But you can be like, actually, I'm some kind of superstar. I think. What sort of personality are you going to go for?
Maybe I'm just gonna like beat people up at the first opportunity. Uh-oh.
Cool.
What are you pulling on, boy? Can you stop that? Thank you. So what would that do? Yeah.
It appears you're also dead.
Himself.
There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not
really
even
funny.
voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstar.
I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
Vaguely sympathetic. I think it's just sort of pulling it off.
Going hard on the
Check yourself for
superstar.
a
Yeah.
pulse. Superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive. For now.
So you've got 2 white skill checks you can try to do here if you want to. So your encyclopedia skill as a formidable, so quite difficult check. If you hover over it, it'll tell you how difficult it is.
Nearly impossible to stop.
And yeah, even though electrochemistry is one of your skills that you're actually reasonably good at,
yeah,
the difficulty is 18. So one thing I didn't mention before is with your 2d6 that get rolled, Snake Eyes is an auto failure and double sixes is an auto success.
So I need
double
to get
sixes
double 6
would be 12 and your electrochemistry is 5. So even if that wasn't the case, if that wasn't an auto success, you still wouldn't be able to ever succeed on that. The only way you can get that is if you roll double sixes. That's how hard it is to stop that expression on your face.
Let's go.
But yeah, you can try to do it, and later on, when you improve your electrochemistry, you can try it again.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
What?
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know.
It comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. Like the rest of you.
So I'm permanently grinning.
Yep, you've got this awful expression on your face. That's a door that you cannot open right now.
Alright.
Do remember tab lets you highlight interactable objects
Oh,
as well.
did I not do
you can
that?
see that there's a shoe over on the...
Oh yeah.
Just one shoe though. Don't know where the other one is.
Alright, off you go again, boy. Try to find something to... Let's see.
So you've got one shoe on at the moment.
What did it give me? Nothing.
It's not giving you anything on its own.
Right.
You have to find the other shoe. That's just the door on the... Yeah, so you can't go in there. Doesn't look like there's anything else you can interact with in here that you haven't done. You found the key, so you should be able to go out now.
Alright. Oh, there's people. Guess I'll look at this. I'm in the 50s.
Go talk to your first NPC.
Hello,
See how
officer.
you, at the
young
train
woman
wreck of a person,
raises
interact.
cigarette to
Yeah.
her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
She said, "Hello, officer."
No. Because you're a police officer, sir.
I like, you're shitting me. Or you can be like, I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it. How aggressive is your guy?
Just very...
Okay, cool. I won't. First, I have to ask, are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth. But you can keep it down because your body does not control you.
Yes, my endurance is good.
Yep. I think if your endurance is not good, you can actually, like, if you badly fail that check, you can just throw up right there.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay, so that suggestion check there,
Yeah.
see how that one's highlighted in red instead of white?
Yeah.
That means you will not get another chance to make that check. Once you've failed or succeeded, that's just it.
Oh, okay.
And if you hover over that, just notice, so your chance of making it are very low, 17%, but you are getting a free bonus +1 because of your response earlier saying, "Goddamn right, I'm a policeman."
Yeah.
Because that's apparently something that might make her more responsive. So getting bonuses to checks like that is, and you can also get penalties to them because of things you've said. So the things that you've said before can impact your chances on these.
17%, easy.
Try the expression.
Oh my god, you succeeded.
Come on, why are you still doing this?
Bloated, agona, and still.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. It's a comfort. It's only natural.
Hello. Alright.
She puts out her cigarette. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
So you can be like, before you go, I have some questions for you. But you can also think to yourself, what if I don't want to ask questions?
No.
Yes.
Is this place?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Loud disco music.
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Remember you picked up the empty case before?
Empty case?
The empty cassette tape.
Oh, right, yeah.
Case.
Yeah.
So you can show her that and say, was it this?
Yeah, sure,
Yes,
whatever.
there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way?
I hear that.
It was very
Yes,
cool.
it was very cool. She doesn't sound very convinced.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me.
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, muscle man.
Pain threshold.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
You saw that it was 51 on the calendar, which is why that option's there.
Yeah.
It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
One thing that the game hasn't pointed out just yet is this isn't our world. This is a fictional world.
Yeah.
You're in a hostel, sir.
Still, oh yeah.
We are in Revachol.
Revachol forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
Your shivers skill is your sense of the supernatural, by the way, and it can give you information that you have no real way of accessing. Like, it gives you psychic tingles and stuff. It's a very cool skill, and it's got some really nice writing in it sometimes.
Glad to have been of assistance.
I grabbed it.
Did you? I didn't think you did.
I don't think I can.
Items?
Oh, what?
So you've got tabs there, tools, clothes, items. So no, the only item you've got is that empty cassette Head to your left first.
Left. What's that?
Oh, you've got
You should
one of your
pick that
skills wants to
fat,
talk.
juicy cigarette butt from the tray.
There you go.
Light it up and smoke the living shit out of it.
There's your electrochemistry is like you should rescue that butt.
Nah.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should not do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
You got your first quest.
Get some cigarettes.
Yep. Monday, find smokes and smoke them.
For those massive bonuses.
Yeah, they give stat bonuses.
Nice.
And penalties, but bonuses. So directly below you, there's something on the table.
Hey, get out of it.
Some spare change.
Dang it. David's grabbing my speaker cable. This is difficult. Oi. Nope. No.
But I wanna.
I took it away. Yeah, you lie there. Drink this. There you go. Take it all. Should I have walked around?
No, that's good. Look what it is.
That's my shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
So you'll see that you actually secret task complete. So that was actually a quest, but it was unmarked. So you got XP for doing that.
Yeah, cool. Right.
It's pretty clear a normal cop is not
That's such a
he
good
is what
response.
they call a big dick cop.
A big dick cop.
I've never seen that
Really?
thing from electrochemistry before. Well, that was a challenging electrochemistry check.
Yeah.
I guess I just never had it high enough to succeed on that.
Good.
So yeah, I've never seen that bit of dog.
Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now. Truth be told.
So I got some good shoes. That's good.
Check them out on your inventory screen so you can see what bonuses they give.
+1 to composure, -1 to savoir
So
faire.
you currently have a cumulative -2 to savoir-faire.
What the heck?
So your savoir-faire is at 1 at the moment. Motorics down the bottom. So they're comfortable and cool, but they're not great for doing acrobatic maneuvers.
They're noisy. Oh my god. Hello. Yes, you are a dinosaur. Here. Play with this. Pulls out the secret weapon. The steering wheel. Oh, was there anything else out there?
No, that was everything.
So double clicking runs.
Yep.
The door is closed.
So that was the one that the
This
woman
door
wrote.
can only be opened with a key. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
That's a little creepy.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm sorry.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. Still no answer. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
Half-light
You
is
slam
your
your fist
fight or
into the
flight
vinyl.
response.
It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
This was all a very good, normal thing to do.
What's Half-Life
Spoiler,
again?
it was not.
Yeah.
So your half-light
Not to
is your
mention
fight or
great
flight response,
exercise.
and it does not always give great advice. That's the other thing that I haven't really said yet is your skills give you advice, but they are from their perspective, and sometimes they don't give good advice.
Yeah. Not to mention, great exercise.
Something on the bench there. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. So time passes in this game. It is a mechanic that time passes, but time only passes when you're having conversations. It does not pass in real time. So you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, it's 8:39. It's going to stay 8:39 until you start having a conversation with someone.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not.
Whether they like it or not.
Says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
Oh, you're getting more superstar potential conversation. So because you chose superstar stuff before, that's starting to show up.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline?
Yes, sounds like.
Sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you filmed. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
second quest added.
Yeah. Hello, person.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
You can be a dick and be like, you look like a bartender.
Yeah.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know...
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Do I want to know about the bird?
Up to you.
I reckon I pulled it off the wall.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Oh.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird
no, he's
instead.
come to the table again. Alright. Well, leave. I found out that my buddy's over there.
So a guy in a bomber jacket over.
Oh, hang on. I got a knife. Oh, hey boy. What's wrong?
Oh, good, drugs.
I put him on his feet and no, he's alright. Alright. Well, what did I grab?
Take a look. Go to your inventory. Oh, it doesn't show up there. There you go. It was Nosafed. So like.
Where was it? I didn't even see it.
So it's not going to show up there. Go back to your main screen for a sec.
Go to what?
Go to your main screen for a sec.
Yeah.
The normal. So see where your portrait is? Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are your physical health blips. So it's a healing item essentially.
Alright.
So the orange ones are your physical health. The blue ones are your mental health.
Time to pause.